We live in an increasingly urbanized world. So it should hardly come as a surprise that humanity's food sources have also come to be grown in an industrial manner. Using methods brought about since the Green Revolution, many farmers have experienced increased crop yield. However, these improvements have come with a price. The impacts from industrial agriculture are far-reaching and can be seen everywhere from the algal blooms in Lake Erie, the destroyed grasslands in the Midwest, and the eutrophied Gulf of Mexico. And these problems aren't just affecting the environment. They're impacting humans as well. We are seeing polluted water, the spread of diseases such as swine and avian flu, and even polluted air.
To raise corn and soybeans only. I mean, even when I was little, there was hay, there was wheat, and it was a 4-year rotation. Now it's a 2. So already we're at the point where we're depleting the soil.
The impacts from industrial farms are far-reaching and include eutrophication of aquatic environments, loss of biodiversity, soil erosion, and soil degradation.
Or if you're just going to do 1 year it's corn and 1 year it's soybeans, there's no planning, there's no thought. You're just doing what everybody else does. Monsanto is more than happy to get you in debt by buying their GMOs, and it's no longer working because you don't see weed-free fields anymore. So the weeds have already learned to overcome the Roundup, and now that Roundup looks like it's actually causing cancer.
People fail to recognize that industrial agriculture may have already reached its peak productivity. A study by Nature Communications indicated that 1/3 of global rice, maize, and wheat have stopped showing increased yield. These methods are becoming less effective due to the development of superweeds and other adapted pests. This stall has continued despite the increased investment into agricultural development. The United States is one of the largest agricultural producers in the world. American farming is a system that is largely dependent on using monocultures and industrial agriculture. It's a big problem for us if this system is not sustainable, as 1 in 8 Ohioans are employed by the agricultural field. All of these man-made problems necessitate newly envisioned agricultural practices. So what's being done to make a change?
The issues with industrial agriculture have been recognized across the nation, and there is now a push for sustainability in policy. The USDA Sustainable Agriculture Program and the Organic Foods Production Act were both established in 1990 and focused on bettering the quality of life of the farmer. The Sustainable Agriculture Program was intended for the establishment of environmental stewardship and more profitable farm income. The Organic Foods Production Act led to the creation of National Organics Program in 2002. The goal of this program was to develop standards for organic and sustainably produced agricultural products, and ultimately resulted in the organic certification seen in stores today. The Agriculture Act of 2014 addresses agriculture and food policy in regards to crop insurance, conservation, and nutrition. It established programs that assist rural development and organic farmers. There are numerous stakeholders within agriculture due to the size and importance of agriculture in the United States. Those directly involved in the production of food consist of farmers, suppliers, and distributors.
My name is Craig Parkrider. Our farm is known as Stony Hedgerow Farm.
Five Oaks Organics.
I'm Harv Railing, and the farm is Locust Run Farm.
Okay, my name is Daniel French, and our farm is called 37 Acres.
Farmers, either landowners or farm workers, form unions and farmer associations and are the most impacted by changes in the agricultural system. Suppliers, whether seed suppliers or pesticide and fertilizer manufacturers, are necessary for growing crops in an agricultural system. Distributors, such as wholesalers and transportation companies, serve an important role in agriculture as they provide the final link from seed to store. Stakeholders that play a more indirect role include agencies and non-governmental organizations. These two groups assess and regulate risks, and they play an important role in supporting potential victims of industrial agriculture. Agencies such as the EPA focus on human health as well as the environmental impacts of current and future agricultural practices. Non-governmental organizations lobby for governmental change and action and can include animal welfare organizations, organic farming groups, and anti-pesticide groups. In a paper titled Permaculture Solutions for Climate Change, Long claims that permaculture reverses monoculture by biodiversity, it alters the use of pesticide by natural enemy, it replaces chemical fertilizer by composting, it adopts and applies the ethics and principles in nature to cooperate with nature instead of treating any area as a product system. Permaculture is incredibly popular today, with over 1 million people certified in its practice. The best way to make permaculture an effective method of food production is to have more small farms employ its methods and create thriving ecosystems to nurture edible foods for consumption.
It's described as permanent agriculture. It was originated by Bill Mollison in Australia.
Permaculture is a set of design ideas around farming that help a farm to be more efficient, more productive, better for the land, and better for the farmer and the environment.
I really wish that organics and permaculture would meld together a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because it's the same goal.
We tried to promote a lot of beneficial communities with natural habitats and plantings and things like that will allow for natural predation of insects and pollinators and all kinds of fun things.
Urban agriculture is a popular method of farming in cities that utilizes rooftops and vacant plots of land that would otherwise turn into energy-consuming buildings. Taft Marsh from the farm Urban Greens in Cincinnati believes from his experience that farming is a dying career, and the way to accommodate for a growing population is to have many small farms within communities where each farm provides to a handful of neighbors. This creates more local jobs, lowers carbon emissions, allows for healthier and cleaner products, and a stronger local economy. While urban agriculture has a land limitation, making it only part of the solution and not the solution to our agricultural demands, it is able to involve and educate the community in ways that no other form of agriculture can.
And Curtis Stone is doing some work up in Kelowna, British Columbia. He's known as the urban farmer, and he does a great video series on all of his work. And he's growing in backyards.
Wow.
And market gardening through backyards.
Circular farming is the least recognized method of farming discussed with interviewees. The basic idea is that any input to the farm comes directly from the farm itself, making it a circular system where every product is created from other products in the farm system. In Michael Pollan's The Omnivore's Dilemma, he says, efficiency is the term usually invoked to defend large-scale industrial farms, and it often refers to the economies of scale that can be achieved by the application of technology and standardization. Yet circular farming makes the case for a very different sort of efficiency, the one found in natural systems, with their coevolutionary relationships with reciprocal loops. These systems utilize all of their animals and crops to do the work that conventional farmers use chemicals and large amounts of fertilizer for. As an example, a farm that grazes cows on grass, feeds their chickens with the insects that inhabit the cow manure, and fertilizes their grass with chicken droppings will not need to supplement their farm with outside resources or chemicals. A drawback to this method is that changing any one facet of the system, will require subsequent changes in the rest of the system in order to maintain the quality of each part. This means ramping up production to match conventional levels is nearly impossible. Like the other recommendations, this method works best in a local, small farm.